Hello, welcome to another project update. So, today I spent a lot of time on the pretty much just another NPC encounter. So yesterday I made so that you can talk to all these characters in this area here. Um, so today I added a trigger over. Well, it's not called a trigger in this engine. It's called a area. But I added they're effectively triggers. So there's one over here, and there's one over here. Technically, they're both the same trigger. They're just two different colliders that are on the same one. So when the player touches either of those colliders, or hitboxes, whatever you want to call them. Hold on. Let me check my microphone settings. Okay. Sorry. Just sometimes I'm not sure if I'm using the right microphone or not. Um, Yeah, so if you touch one of those, it starts an encounter with a certain NPC, and he will approach you. And well, it's not done yet, unfortunately. But what's meant to happen is he's meant to basically say it's dangerous to go alone. Take this, and then he gives you like a Glock. Well, not a Glock, but like a gun. It's like the Legend of Zelda original game, except for instead of a sword. It's, yeah, joke's not funny when you explain it. So I'm gonna stop. Not really a joke, but it's more of a reference. All right. So all these characters are here. You talk to them, yada yada. You walk down this road. Wait. Here, take this, just in case. You know how to shoot, right? And then what's supposed to happen is it's supposed to do the item get fanfare thing where the player lifts his hand. If you played a Legend of Zelda game, you know what I'm talking about. You open a chest, you get an item. Da, 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 da. Basically, that's what's supposed to happen, but I didn't program it in yet. I kind of spent like a whole hour trying to figure out how that whole sequence was going to work. So if that's all you wanted to see, you can click off the video now if you want. But I'll explain how it works. So you touch the either of the two colliders. Then as soon as you touch it, it'll check to see if it'll check the save file to see if player given gun is true, and if it is false, well, if it's true, then it does nothing. If it's false, then it shows you the wait urgent text, which in English is wait with all capitals. And as soon as the player advances the text, it hijacks the camera to move the camera like over here. And sets the target of the camera to be this character, and then it sets his behavior to a new script that I made. I actually forgot that I made this today, but I wasn't going to talk about it until I just remembered it. But yeah, I created a new script called Go To Player. It is an extension of another script for NPCs. It basically says just go to this point, except instead of selecting a point, it selects the player. I technically could have just used the old script and just made the player the target, but I don't know. I think this was easier, and I don't have to. This way, I don't have to search for the player in the tree. All right. So, anyways, I'm rambling a bit too much. So he touched the trigger. He says it shows the wait text. Player presses A. Camera gets hijacked. Sets the target to this guy. um, it sets the player as his target of movement, and as soon as he arrives at the player, it sets him back to idle, to the idle behavior, and shows what is it? Somewhere in here. Oh, it shows this one. Clearing aftermath Gabriel 6. Then after that, it sets player given gun to true. So that way, when the player gets control of himself again, and he touches the collider again, it won't do that whole thing again. I'll show you. Excuse me. All right. So you touch the trigger. I'm gonna have to do something about that. I'm not really sure what to do though. All right. So that that data in the save file is now true. So if I touch it again, nothing happens because it's already been triggered. I can jump down here, continue, and that's pretty much all that there is right now. That's it for today's video, I think. I hope that was a little bit interesting. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.